beep, 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 beep. Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. Data to do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And we're recording and intro music, and hi there, welcome to the Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah. Hey there. Lobsterman,
yes, and I can see we're on video conference right now. I want to get this out of the way. We are social distancing ourselves due to the coronavirus, and so if we sound a little off, I sound pretty good. If we sound a little off, Delilah, where are you currently right now? I can see you, but I think the audience can't because this is a podcast.
I'm in the Boston Harbor.
I detect an accent.
I've been working on the boats for a few weeks. Already starting to pick up an accent.
That is great. Yeah, and that's one of the better accents that you've picked up.
I've already been in like 4 or 5 fights.
Over what? Over what?
People looking at me wrong. Talking shit.
You developed a temper too. Like, you don't normally have a temper. You're very even-keeled.
And I've already solved like 18 really complicated math equations.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Every day I come to the boat, there's a math equation left on the side of the boat, and it just comes to me and I solve it. Oh, God. It's a smoker's cough, not a corona cough. All right. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So we are the Sexperts. We are your Sexperts, serving the greater Hampton Roads area, now the internet, for over 200 years or so. I'm counting like combined years of fucking.
And I'm counting all the fucking that our parents and grandparents did, because there's something in our DNA that's passed on from generation to generation.
Ancestors be fucking.
ABF. So we're the Sexperts. We come to you every week with a different topic from a different location. Right now I'm currently in my midwifery studio, where I podcast as well as midwife. And that's what SCPM stands for, by the way, Senior Certified Professional Midwife. So I do have my doctorate in midwifery.
I need to get certified as a lobsterman.
That's right. Work hard at it. And let's get to our topic of the day, because I want to get to our guest in just a little bit. He's over the internet as well. This topic is actually coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia. Austin Johnson, Quaran-TNA. Quaran-TNA, like tits and ass. Quaran-TNA, making cash as a cam girl while on corona virus quarantine. So we're going to talk about how you can set up, just like we have a video conference right now, you can set up a live sort of cash, even feet. Like, people actually pay money just to look at your feet over the internet. So Quaran-TNA. We'll get to the topic. Do you have any thoughts real quick on that, Delilah?
Yeah. The economy's in some chaos right now. Everyone's got to find a way to make money. Videotaping your body online is probably one of the best bets.
I'm glad I switched to you for that one. Okay, let's get to our guest, because I think he's joining the chat right now. Hi there, welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going well. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience out there?
Oh, right. I have to tell you who I am.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Charlie Steen, and I am a Ninja Support Specialist.
Ninja Support. So let's
Ninja Support Specialist.
Ninja Support Specialist. So go ahead and describe that, because are you yourself a ninja, or?
Well, it's an interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Northern Virginia. I grew up in the Dumfries, Fairfax area. And, as a kid, I loved ninjas. I loved shows about ninjas, and I wanted to become one. So, I got my parents to loan me some money, and I traveled to Japan, to the Iga prefecture. And I eventually met or found out where the ninjas train, and met Sensei Hattori Hanzo, and started my training. But after about 2 weeks, Hanzo Sensei pulled me aside and said, Charlie, it's not working out.
Oh my God, how did you feel? You must have been devastated.
It was crushing. It was crushing. I just started learning a lot of the moves, a lot of we hadn't gotten to weapons yet. But he told me, he was like, Charlie, you're never going to become a full-fledged ninja. But, throughout the world, we need people to be there to help ninjas out and to help them restock their supplies. And so I went into the Ninja Support Specialist training program. And so I am the manager / sole employee of Shinobi Mart, which is sort of the ninja support store that covers the East Coast.
Wow.
Did you come out of that training program with a certification?
Yes. Yes, it was signed by the Emperor of Japan.
What? That's insane.
It was Akihito at the time. I think Akihito is still the emperor.
Wait, I thought it was like they have emperors? I thought they were democratic.
Well, they're a constitutional monarchy. The emperor is largely a figurehead, but he still has his signature on most official government documents, even their sort of clandestine ninja program.
So I don't want to be reductive in the description of what you do, but are you kind of like the ninja towel boy?
Well, that is a little reductive. I'm not going to lie. That hurts. No, it's like I run the Shinobi Mart, which basically anytime that Shinobi or Kunoichi are doing operations in the East Coast region of the United States, should they run out of shurikens or should their ninjato or other weaponry break, they can come to my store, which it's basically run by the Japanese government and restock. We carry all sorts of things, and to sort of get around things, we have a sort of our cover as an adult bookstore.
What?
Yeah, we have to make sure that the general public doesn't accidentally wander into the ninja section of the store.
If I know ninjas, I know they're very much like lobstermen in that they don't like to ask for help. Do you have a hard time getting them to come into your stores and ask for help? Do they try to be independent and self-sufficient?
They're very independent,
like a lobsterman,
very self-sufficient, very self-determined people. But it's when they're out abroad, they have to get this stuff somewhere.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of broad, I do want to get to our topic of the day. You have a very interesting background, so I want to hear your thoughts on our topic of the day, which is Quaran-TNA, making cash as a cash cam girl during coronavirus.
With the perfect tagline for your store.
Oh, what is it?
Karate means empty hand, but you will not be leaving here with karate.
I don't get it. What does that mean?
You'll never leave their store with empty hands.
Oh, I see. Karate is a Japanese martial art, and you think that it's similar to ninjutsu.
Oh wait, is this different?
Two totally different things.
Listen, my business is crustaceans. I don't know much about the martial arts.
So, yeah, Delilah, does anybody confuse like lobsters with other like seafood? Do you get offended?
They do it all the time. People don't know a lobster from a crayfish from a hole in the ground. But I don't get offended because I know I'm put on this earth to educate people on sexual topics and crustaceans.
That's quite a calling. If there is one mantra, one thing, one sort of motto, one sort of guiding principle that you live by, Mr. Steen, what would that be?
Well, Delilah, it's
I'm Dr. John.
Lend a helping hand to your shinobi or kunoichi in need. They have a very important job to do. Assassinations, infiltrations. for the Japanese government. And I take my job very seriously.
Now wait a minute, because like you said assassination, so how do you feel? I mean, you're basically complicit in murder.
Well, I mean, I trust the Japanese government implicitly. They're not going to kill anyone that isn't a bad person, right? Right?
Delilah?
Tell that to Godzilla.
What?
He was a good guy. They attacked the hell out of him.
You're talking like you met or knew Godzilla personally.
Hey, I've seen all the movies. You get to know a guy when you see his body at work.
How about that? How about movies, Mr. Steen? How do you feel the representation of ninjas in film and media? How do you feel that's going these days?
Here's the thing is, they show the cool moves, they show the cool stuff, but you don't get the human side of things. They're killing people, and they often come into the store. We have a special room in the store where they can go and cry.
What?
Yes, it's called a crying room. We have 3 of them. They can draw a curtain and silently weep. It's one of the things that ninjas are trained to do is to weep without making a sound.
I think
you cry on a lobster boat, you don't come back to the dock.
I was gonna say, Delilah, I don't know how you're surviving out there, because like that would be one part of ninjutsu that you'd be good at, is the crying.
No way, man. Lobster workers made me dead inside. Not to mention this accent. I have no feelings whatsoever for anyone anymore.
All right, Mr. Steen, let's get a little deep here. Do you yourself feel that you need to use the crying room, and how do you let out your frustrations?
I've had to use it because a problem that we have is that, to the general public, we're just an adult bookstore. But every now and again, somehow someone out there figures out the secret code word and, goes back to the ninja section. And if I find out that they are not an actual trained ninja, I have to order them to be assassinated.
Whoa. Delilah, guesses on the secret password, please.
Empty_hand.
Is that it?
Yeah, you see the ninja school, they don't quite understand that ninjas are a very pop culture thing in the United States. So their passwords are too simple. Like the most recent one, which they had to change, was "I am ninja."
Not strong. Not strong.
Yeah, I think for a lot of internet passwords, they make you do like at least one capital letter, a special symbol. It has to be so long.
I would think the special symbol for the ninja password would always be the star. Maybe a good password would be throwing star 69.
Star.
Throwing star.
I would take these poor kids in the back.
Oh God!
Of an adult bookstore.
I would take them in the back, and they would start, pulling katanas or ninja toes or other swords off the wall, and before that I can sell anything to them, they either have to have a signed notice of ninja contract from the Japanese government, or they have to perform a denmak.
What's a denmak?
It's a demonstration of their mastery of the death touch technique.
Is that, when you say death touch, is that literal?
Yes, they have to be able to break a brick with their bare hands.
Holy shit. Now, Delilah, you're on the lobster boat. Do you break shit with your bare hands?
When I'm out here all day on the lobster boat and I get lonely, the only supplies I bring out are 4 bottles of Old English. And I find it very therapeutic upon the consumption of each bottle to smash it over the side of the boat and let the glass fall into the ocean and cut all the baby fishes swimming down below to chum for more lobster.
Wow. Delilah, yeah, you're living a tough life out there.
Hey, when you're out here for 4 or 5 days at a time,
yes,
you get creative.
Now, Mr. Steen, and by the way, should I call you Mr. Steen or are you like Sensei Steen? What is your official title?
Charlie's fine. We're very informal in the support field.
Charlie's son.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not Japanese. A lot of times they find it disrespectful if you're being a little too what's the word I'm looking for?
Familiar?
It's more like cultural appropriative.
Oh, yeah. What kind of shit do they give you? Do they call you like white boy, or they're like?
If there's one culture that doesn't mind being appropriated, it's New England culture.
Oh God. I've had just about enough of your lobster shit. Okay, yeah. Do they make fun of you? Do they call you like white boy? Do they like smack your ass with towels? What do they do, Charlie?
Sometimes when they're in bad moods, when they're on a very important assassination mission, and one of their shurikens breaks, or like their poison doesn't work.
White boy's a term of affection in Boston.
Shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Charlie.
My mother calls me white boy.
Go ahead, Charlie.
I've had milkshakes thrown on me.
What? No.
Yeah, we do that out of love in here.
Yeah, when ninjas get upset, they often go to McDonald's and get milkshakes as a form of.
We go to Dunkin's. We don't get upset. We are always upset.
We need to get you out of that whole lobster life.
Once a lobster man, always a lobster man.
Okay.
I'll be out here till I die, and they throw me off the boat.
In Japan, they prefer Tim Hortons.
What? That's a Canadian chain.
Hey, it's international. They like Canadian stuff.
So you mentioned, I think Delilah mentioned this, but I'm wondering, is it kind of like a blood in, blood out thing? Like, you have a lot of their secrets. Are they going to expect you to, like, get assassinated yourself one day?
Oh yeah, I mean, like if I tell anyone, they're going to kill me.
Holy shit!
The only thing we assassinate in New England?
Lobster rolls.
We assassinate ass.
What? What do you?
Ass.
What does that mean?
Gonna assassinate that ass, is what we say up here.
Oh, speaking of assassinate that ass, let's get to our topic of the day, which is Quaran-TNA, making cash as a cam girl while on coronavirus quarantine. It is recommended that everyone stay home, but a lot of people, especially in the service industry and the entertainment biz, they don't have...
streaming live from the lobster boat. Can I give out the URL?
No, wait. What would you do? Nobody wants to see that.
Are you kidding me? There's entire TV shows based around nothing but people on lobster boats.
Is that
Those people aren't me.
Was that the Love Boat?
A lot of kunoichi female ninja have a side business doing cam girl stuff.
Let's talk about you. Yeah, you and your relationships. I'm sure it's probably a lonely life, but do you have a little sweetie, little sweetheart in your life?
I'm not allowed to date.
What? Why?
Yeah, it's part of the. I have to. My mistress must be the ninja.
We're allowed to date, but I can't. Apparently, I smell too much like lobster.
Well, that's got to be very lonely for you, Charlie. Like, do you ever?
Thankfully, the front business, the adult bookstore, there's some interesting titles that I've read most of them now. It's part of the problem that we have is that we rarely change the adult bookstore front part.
Some of the guys I was working with, they went to adult bookstore the other day. They were so pissed when they came out. They said it was all Japanese shit.
Wait a second.
Japanese comic books and nunchucks and like garb, things you'd wear if you were in Japan.
Wait a second. You.
Wait.
You.
Oh God.
You were the source of the incursion 2 days ago.
I mean, we did steal some shit. Is that what you mean?
Well, you listen up, Mr. Hey Dare.
Oh shit, he knows your last name. That's not good.
Yes, I do. In fact, I know the coordinates of your lobster boat.
What? How can you know that information?
I didn't realize that I was talking to the same lobster boat captain.
Are you factoring in natural drift because I lost my anchor?
You have to understand that there is a ninja boat that is rowing to your location right now.
Holy shit. Delilah, this is not good. He's for real. Like, he knows real like ninja Hayat people.
Sea urchin poison tipped shurikens that they are going to be using to liquidate you.
Delilah, that does not sound good. Listen,
do I look afraid? I know how to beat ass Boston style.
Okay, no, you don't want to. Okay, don't make him angrier.
Dunkin' Donuts isn't going to help you now.
No, it's strictly sucker punches.
Okay, listen, we were going to talk about Quaran-TNA.
Barrage of sucker punches.
We were going to talk about Quaran-TNA.
Receiving end of a Denmark, sir.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what that means.
Have you ever had your ass assassinated, sir?
Okay, we got to end this. I'm sorry.
Would like that.
Okay, Quaran-TNA was.
I could say some words in the Boston accent that wouldn't be appropriate right now.
No, okay.
You know what I've stuck up my butt?
What?
Probably half of that stupid store you got there.
All right, no, we got to end this. Okay,
It is not stupid.
that's it for the Sexperts. We're out of time.
It is not stupid.
Bunch of grown men on the way to karate class.
I am your host, Dr.
Karate
John.
and ninjutsu are not the same thing.
Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
Well, I'm Delilah Hayday, and don't eat too much lobster. The Nationals, the supplies are kind of deteriorating.
We'll see you sex time.
I'll show you some maladies.
To do it simply true, we're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.